Well, in the course of 20 years in broadcasting, you end up interviewing a lot of people and sometimes even animals. And I suppose I've had my share, but this is the first time I've ever interviewed an automobile. And this automobile is not just an automobile. It's obvious that it's a Cadillac, I suppose. But this is Elvis Presley's Cadillac. And we just thought you might be interested in seeing a little bit about what this car really entails. The color I'd call silver mist on the outside, but inside, the entire motif is in gold. And we're going to show you some of the things that are on the inside of this fabulous automobile. By the way, this is a very conspicuous first, we're told. This is the very first time this car has ever been seen on television, and I hope it's not camera shy. We're going to open this door, and I'm going to walk around to the other side of the car and get on the other side and show you some of the things that are in this Elvis Presley Cadillac. So bear with us. And we walk and walk, and it's like walking around a city block, as a matter of fact. It's a pretty long automobile. This is the limousine body, very much custom built for Elvis Presley, certainly on the interior. And let's see if I can get into this thing with some degree of grace. Now, I don't know just how much of a shot we are getting of the interior of the car. We have it lighted to the point that it normally is not lighted when he's driving it. All of this that I'm pointing to now, the television set, the floor mats, the upholstery, everything is done in a gold motif. And all of the metal trim, for example, is actually 24-karat gold-plated. Well, you can see, obviously, that there is a television set here, and conveniently enough, it's tuned to, guess what, Channel 8. And there it is. Actually, we're shooting this, as you could tell, from within the studio, and reception inside the studio with all the electrical disturbances going on, and inside the car might not be the absolute best. Now let's take a look at some of the things that this interior embodies. This is what I would call sort of a toilet kit. Here's a mirror. There's an electric razor in there, shoe horn, brushes, nail brushes, shoe brushes, every kind of brush. We're told that when Elvis rides in this car that he likes to sit over here in this corner, so that most of this sort of thing is concentrated on the right-hand side of the automobile. Now, this is a hi-fi set right here, a solid-state stereophonic high-fidelity set. And I don't know where the speakers are, to tell you the truth, but they must be all over the car someplace. As a matter of fact, they even understand their speakers under the front fenders, so that if you're going through a town and want to use it as a public address, you plug it out of intercom and into PA. We'll leave it where it was in intercom. I just got the word that the speakers are actually in the ceiling of the automobile here. And there are two in the front and there are two in the back. Now, I can't remember how many gold records does Elvis have? 50 altogether. But we have 1, 2, 3, 8 here in the car, and I feel sure you can't see them. But these are the gold records with which he has been presented for having sold as many records as he has of these particular songs. And they're in the ceiling of the car. This is an interesting little gimmick for real privacy. See if you can pick up this porthole here. If you want privacy, that just goes in there like that. Presto, privacy. Okay. Now, a man in Presley's position obviously has to do a lot of traveling. And he also has to make a lot of appearances, and he has to look right and proper when he does appear. Therefore, dig this. Shoe shine. It's not plugged up. And I need a shoe shine. This is a television set, obviously, which can be turned to accommodate any one of the passengers here in the back seat. This is a refrigerator, an honest-to-goodness refrigerator. Ooh, that's working. That's cold. Where refreshments or what have you can be kept. And here, as an adjunct to the refrigerator, is an ice maker. I don't know, again, whether we're picking up all of these things or not. Ice maker, refrigerator, toilet kit, stereo, shoe shine kit. I missed something here. I don't know what this is myself. Little shaker for some juice. And Again, I don't know how much of this we're able to pick up because of the television set, but this is actually an entire bar set with 6 glasses and all of the paraphernalia, jiggers and whatnot, ice tongs and so forth that you'd need for preparing your very own favorite libation. This is a record player, 45 RPM record player, and I can't quite figure this one out because you stick the records in there somehow or another, and it sort of seems upside down, but it does work. And, of course, that plays off the hi-fi system and is controlled by the stereo set over there. An ice bucket down here, and a record rack right here, record rack. Well, you can see that when Elvis travels, he travels in a great deal of style, comfort, and convenience. There's a little plaque here I'm sure you can't see. It's a gold plaque, and it says, "This Cadillac was designed for Mr. Elvis Presley by Mr. George Barris of Barris Custom Limited, North Hollywood." And we were kicking around just what the price of this might have been, and the closest approximation any of us could come to, and we have nothing definite to go on, is around $25,000. So that's all it takes to get a car equipped to suit you, that and selling heaven knows how many millions of records. Now, he can talk, Elvis can talk to his chauffeur in the front. By the way, he's got complete privacy by pulling these little curtains here. He can talk to his chauffeur. There's a telephone here, which I think it is chained down. They don't trust us. It's a gold telephone. The incoming calls, if the automobile is underway, come into the chauffeur. He screens out the calls that he thinks Mr. Presley would not like to take, and then talks to him and tells him he has a call on for those calls that he would want to take. So all together, it's a fascinating automobile, and it's easily seen why it could be worth a great deal of money. And that's it. I just don't know how much of the interior you were able to see, but it is a magnificent thing, and everybody here in the station is just about flipped on it. Let's see if I can get out of this automobile gracefully. Getting in and out of limousines is something that I just don't do every day. And there it is, Elvis Presley's gold Cadillac. This, for example, is, I don't know whether we've got it here, the rim around the headlights is gold-plated. Let's see where else there's gold plate on the outside of the automobile. I guess that's about all there is on the outside, and I don't blame them either. And, of course, the car is air-conditioned. It's got everything in it. So there it is, a conspicuous first for company calling and for Channel 8. The very first time Elvis Presley's gold-plated and gold and luxurious Cadillac has ever appeared on television. And we thank RCA Victor Records for making it available to us.